So here we are at our quote with our one cost. We could also be getting requests for price from suppliers. This basically is the same. Hit the plus button, you select what part of the quote you want a price from a supplier, you enter the supplier, you select who at the supplier will be getting the quote and their email address comes in. You can add additional email addresses on the end of that and it will go to both. So there'll be two emails that we sent off. We get the title, the print brochures and so forth for this part of the quote, and the spec that's come from selecting this part of the quote. We can then edit that and change it, more information if we want, and that will go off. We can nominate when we have to have that back by, and if we want to have a reminder about the progress of that, and hit the plus button. This is and that sends the email, makes the record ready for the email to go. So we refresh the record, and I'll go and have a look. There's two requests for prices in there. One was sent earlier on. It was for the print part. The supplier was RFP test supplier. The contact was myself and my email address. I can actually view that email because it's gone and been constructed and sent off. And that's what the email looked like. It had a title, it had a description which was from that part of the quote. It had a specification, was from that part of the quote, not from the other part. And then it had the two variations, variation 1, variation 2. It had the two descriptions which reflect accurately 1,000 print brochures and the 40,000 print brochures. The specification is different and the quantities are different. So we can get the supplier to identify the various variations and they can respond appropriately to that. I can drill into the details for that and manage the email itself. I can reissue it and resend it, for instance, if it didn't get there and things like that. Now the other email will be sent to, I can refresh the screen, go back to the request for price. While we've been talking, the other one's gone off. I can view that one as well. And you'll see that this one it's got the same title, description and specification, all about this particular part of the complex quote, and we've got the appropriate variations, quantities, spec, and so forth in there. So those two emails are gone. If we have a look at the email program, you'll see that I've got two emails in here. Here was the earlier email, which reflects very accurately what was in the preview we saw online, and we've got the second one here as well, which is the email which has gone off to Sam and myself.